That's the theme song right there. What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Pierre's Panic Room. You know how we do it. You got to say Pierre's Panic Room. It's the whole thing, all right? We got a monster show today. Y'all know who's on the show today. So I'm very excited about having this. Is my brother, man. We go way back, damn near 30 years of comedy. So it's a lot of funny stories and a lot of situations. So before I start, you know how I got to do. I got to read these comments y'all leave. Y'all be on some bull. Lord, y'all be on some stuff, man. All right, let's go with some of these comments. Mr. Wise Man says, this is from the RZA Islam show. Real talk, we can't call Brother RZA the next Malcolm X unless we're ready to protect this brother 24/7, 365 days. That's real stuff. That's real stuff. You know, I was bringing up saying that, you know, he's like the next Malcolm from the sense of young, energetic, getting the word out more than other people I've known. They're not disrespecting no other people from the nation. We ain't putting that work in. But it seems like he's connected with the younger market and younger people, and it seems like stuff is pushing. But okay, I'm not saying he's Malcolm X. We're just saying, and I like what you said, Wise Man, real stuff. All right, the next one. Let's see what the next one is. Fade Too Damn Long says, "Yo, you got to get Avant in the Panic Room and talk about that album he put out in 2020." I like Avant. I actually follow him on social media. I like his music, so yeah. Avant, if you out there, I would love to talk to you, brother. Have a seat. You know what I'm saying? This was from the Tank show. You know, Tank was on the show. Avant, you can be on the show. You ain't that busy. I looked at your tour date. You got some dates open there, homie. Come on through it and sit down at Pierre's Panic Room and see what we got. All right. The next one is from the TK Kirkland episode. TR says, "I'm glad I came across this podcast. This is 10 times better than that BS 5150. This is a grown folks podcast, not a bunch of hating, undermining your people." Woo-wee. You heard that from right there? This is grown folk, okay? But you know what? Everyone has their lane. I ain't mad at Corey for doing his thing. That 5150 can be funny at times. He spits it the way he wants to spit it. We do a little different here. All right, speaking of how we doing a little different here, we got my man coming on the show. I'm super excited, man. I really am. People think I'm just saying that, but this brother, we go back so far, so long ago. Hold on, let me get this up. Yes, we go back years and years and years. So I got a lot of stuff to talk about with this brother, man. I'm excited about having him here. Everyone knows him. People love him to death, man. That's one thing I noticed about him. Whenever we go out, man, people just gravitate towards him, man. Just loved him, man. You know, he's like that teddy bear type of dude, I guess. And the ladies love that. So without further ado, we're going to bring up the man that wrecks all the stages. You know, he's from Atlanta. We're going to talk about that. Give it up for the one and only Mr. Bruce. There it is right there.
What's happening, Pierre?
Look at Bruce right there. Look at Bruce
How you doing? How you doing,
man?
Good
Have
to
a
see
seat.
you.
Welcome to Pierre's Panic Room. Have a seat there.
Yes, sir.
Bring that
What's
microphone
going on?
up to you, man. Have a seat.
I'm going to put it up to me, baby.
There it is right there so we can hear
right
you.
there.
We can't miss nothing.
Nothing. We ain't going to miss nothing.
Man, damn, Bruce, I appreciate you coming by. And I mean that sincerely, brother. I appreciate it.
Man, no problem, man.
Okay.
You know, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. You know,
Right.
I can go anywhere in Atlanta, man. It ain't going to be no problem. Not with me.
I know that's right. Because we semi-hood.
Oh, straight up hood.
Oh,
I'm
dang, I
straight
was
up.
semi.
You know, I'm straight up
No, no,
hood.
you are. I said we are semi-hood, so you cool with it.
Oh, yeah, you're in semi-hood, you know.
So, speaking of Atlanta, you probably, I'm going to say the most well-known stand-up comic from Atlanta. You know, I'm just being honest with you. Everyone knows you from Atlanta. So, you born and raised in Atlanta?
Born and raised in Atlanta, man.
What part of Atlanta?
I'm from an area of West Side called The Bluff. You ever heard of Bluff?
Yeah, I heard.
You know, Bankhead, Simpson Road. You know, we talking, you know, Kennedy Street, Northside
Wow,
Drive.
wow,
man, straight up.
In their school, is it Kennedy School, junior high?
John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy.
I went to John F. Kennedy Middle School.
Did you really?
I did, man.
Yeah. I got carjacked one time, and they found my car there.
I can believe that. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I started out at English Avenue Elementary.
Wow.
Then I went to John F. Kennedy, and then I graduated from Washington High School, and I drove by Morris Brown. You know, so.
That's funny. Let me ask you something. Now that neighborhood is a little rough. The Bluff. They had a little show. It looked like a reality show. Like, remember that movie came out, Straight from the Bluffs or something like that?
Yeah. Snow in the
Snow in the Bluff.
Yeah.
I thought the shit was real.
Yeah, but it is.
Well,
real.
right. But I thought that shit, the documentary. Was it rough when you were growing up there, man?
It was very rough, man. But it was the older people kind of kept it together. You know, everybody really took care of their yards and they took care of the neighborhood. And then when when other people start moving in, they just kind of start taking over. The older people start dying off.
Right.
And it just got really bad. But you see anything in the Bluff, man. One time we was at the barbershop on Kennedy Street. It's Kennedy and Chestnut.
Okay.
But now they call it James P. Brawley, but it was Kennedy and Chestnut.
Yeah,
So dude said, hey man, I got a typewriter with a TV for sale. So we like, what?
What?
What's a typewriter with a TV? This dude got a computer.
Wow.
He don't realize.
Wow.
And then one dude was in the barbershop one day. He was working a little video camera. He was shooting everybody. Dude say, man, I got a video camera like that. He says, bigger, but it's got a 2 on it. We like, a 2? He stole the camera off the Channel 2 news truck. They was doing some
sir.
Yeah, so we can
No,
see
sir.
the dude for Channel 2 walking around panicking. I said, hey, calm down. I know where your camera is at. You're going to need about $25 to get it back, but I know where it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me find out about your family structure. Did you have a mother, father in the house, sister, and brother? Like, how'd you grow up?
Oh man, well it's like this. I'm the only child my mother ever had. I don't have any
okay.
brothers and sisters, man.
Oh wow, okay.
And my dad left when I was 5. I found him when I was 40. You know, I had a private detective to find him, and he came when I met with him. He was all tensed up. You know, he thought I was just scared to attack him, and I'm like, think about it. I don't even know you, dude. Right. I say, hey man, what's happening? I got 3 kids. You got 3 grandkids. I just want to see how you doing. I didn't want nothing from him, and I can see the relief just leaving his body. He was just like, oh, thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I didn't attack him. I just wanted to meet him and
Did you
see
forgive
him
him?
again.
Did you forgive him?
Yeah. I mean, my uncle always told me it's 3 sides to every story. Her side, his side, and the truth.
Right.
So I never was mad at him. My uncle raised me, so I was cool, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Okay. And we here talking. Being a little overweight kid, did that get you into comedy?
But let me tell you, I wasn't an overweight kid. I didn't gain weight until I got married. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Oh my God. And see, I wish I would have got married. I'd probably still be skinny. You know?
Hell no.
I'd probably be at your side looking good and cute.
You
know what I'm saying? But no, I didn't gain weight until I got out of high school, man. You know, I used to be a chef. I used to cook.
Okay, so as a kid, what did you do in comedy?
Oh my God, I was a class clown, a hood clown, barbershop clown. I was just messing with everybody. When they see me coming, they know I'm finna do something stupid.
Right,
you know, I had a teacher ask me in high school. She said, "Son, are you gonna be a fool your whole entire life?" And I looked her straight in the eye and I said, "Yes, ma'am." Yeah. I didn't care nothing about that.
Right, sure.
I had fun. And see, people got to understand when it's something you like and something you love to do, it's not work anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going out to have fun and make money with it at the same time.
Right. Wow. How has, since you've been here since, you know, whatever age you are, the older.
Well, I can tell you how I am.
Okay, but let's say you're in the 60s. We'll see you in the 60s, whatever. Fuck it.
Actually, I am 60.
Okay, 60.
Yeah.
So you've seen Atlanta change big time. Because I used to come here in 1990, 91.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen a big change.
Oh, yeah, it's a big change.
So you were before that.
Oh, yeah.
And it was such a nice, I don't know, country place. It was just really cool and down to
laid
people,
back.
man.
It was laid back.
It really was, man.
It was laid back.
That was the Olympics, '96.
Olympic mixed it up, and then everybody want to be cool. Have you ever seen in every city you go in, every brother wants to be cool? It can't be too many cool brothers, man. You know, I'm laid back. That's why I sit back and I watch and I mind my own business. I ain't got time. It's too much energy to put into trying to be cool.
Right.
Because if a girl chooses, she gonna choose you anyway.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Being that you grew up in Atlanta, did you grow up with anybody famous?
Yes.
Okay.
The same street that I was raised on is called James P. Brawley now. It was Chestnut Street.
Okay.
Gladys Knight was raised on Chestnut Street.
Wow.
Matter of fact, 2 blocks from the apartment that we lived in, shout out to Gladys Knight, and she came back and did a video in 1973 at English Avenue Elementary. So we like, what is a video? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What is a video? And she came back and did Midnight Train in Georgia. And man, they just kept starting this on over, starting it over. And I said, why they keep starting over? She said, we're getting good footage. And I didn't know what that meant, but now I do. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's one because so many celebrities grew up in Atlanta.
I'm talking. You know, you got. You know, I think who else from here? Lena Horne went to Washington High.
Damn, you going way back. I'm talking about like
somebody.
I'm talking about somebody younger than shit. George Washington live here, nigga.
George Wallace is from here. Chris Tucker's from here.
Right.
You know,
because there was one time when Atlanta was really bubbling in the '90s, had all the talent damn near.
All the talent, man.
Comedians, the rappers, the singers.
Oh yeah, I've been in a few songs. You know, everybody that I know. That's how Atlanta is. You know, when you cool and everybody love you, they just help each other out. You know?
Right.
You know, Lil Jon and Yin Yang Twins and Too Short and
when Lil Jon did that song because let Bruce hit it.
Yeah.
What happened to your career at that point? I mean,
Oh, it
that was a
blowed
major
up.
song.
And see, the first person did it was Too Short. He
Right.
did it in a song called "Shake That Monkey."
Right.
Oh, the skinny girls let Bruce hit it.
Right.
And then Lil Jon came back with Yin Yang and said, "Get crunk with it,
Right.
get loose with it." Like Short said, "Let Bruce hit it."
Right.
And all the girls wanted me to hit it.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right,
but
right.
I didn't. I didn't have the strength to hit it. Pierre, come on.
Did that change? What year was that? What year was that? Like 94?
Yeah, 94.
So
95.
that was before you hosted Comic View, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that really gave you that bump because that's almost everywhere.
Absolutely.
And people knew you and would see you.
Knew me, and when I hosted Comic View, I did Comic View, and I know you remember this, Pierre.
Right.
We used to do coast to coast when they used to just go to different cities and tape people in the clubs. You didn't go to L.A. then. You be in a club and they'll say BET's coming, they're gonna tape you. And you be in the club and you do some taping. They take it back to California, they edit it, and they showed it on TV. And at the time, D.L. Hughley was the host of BET Coast to Coast. Then they started having everybody coming to L.A.
Right.
It was Gardenia, California.
Yep, that's what it was, at the
It was in
casino.
Gardenia, yeah. And we was doing it there. And then when I hosted, oh my God.
That's what I want to get into. The
Oh, my
hosting.
God.
Hold on. Did you do Caliente? No, what did you
I
do?
did Caliente. I did Caliente, and I did Party Gras as well.
Oh, Party
so I
Gras.
did Party Gras first in New Orleans, and then I came back the next year and did Caliente.
Was there pressure to follow in those footsteps of the Samoa, the D.L. Hughley?
No. I made it my own, man. I didn't want to be like nobody but me.
Sure.
So, and when they gave me a budget for clothes, I'm like, you know what? I can do this. And they gave me a budget to buy suits and stuff, and I had suits made. And
why did you say you could do that? Because you need to have different outfits every night?
I did, man. I had about 3 outfits, Pierre. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. I did, man. 1 pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying?
You was torn all over. We were torn together.
Hey, man, but I was switching it up, man. I had like 4 shirts and 2 pair of pants, and
I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Remember we were with Andrew Ford.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Andrew Ford Comedy Stop.
He brought us to different cities.
Yeah.
You my
I
boy.
remember that.
I love you to death. And we'll tell you, I remember we would co-headline. We switch it up, which I shouldn't have, man. You should win last, nigga. You were destroying it in front of me. I was like, can I go on first? Let's end this shit. But I remember that. And I remember we drive from city to city. And I remember one time we pulled off and we went to the gas station before we left. And you got something to eat.
Yeah.
We got in the car. We drove about 20 minutes. You pulled over. You got something to eat again.
Yes, sir.
We drove about a half hour. And you got something to eat again. I said, this nigga gonna eat himself to death? What the fuck is going on, man?
I was trying to just speed my metabolism.
Is that what it was?
But I remember that tour
Yeah.
because he took us to Lima, Ohio.
Come on now, Lima, Ohio.
Yeah, it was Lima, and I never forget. We did comedy in this club, and after the comedy show, they turned it into a nightclub.
Yep.
They took all the seats off the floor. So I was dancing with this girl, and she said, "I'll be right back." And she came back, and we danced another song. She said, "I'll be right back." And then she left, and she came back, and she said, "We danced." She said, "I'll be right back." I said, "Why do you keep leaving?" She said, "I got my kids outside in the van." And the kids was outside in the van, in a Dodge long van, and then she had a sofa inside, TV, and they was in there eating chicken wings. She had 5 kids.
Wow.
And the oldest one was like 10, and she was handling all of them.
Right.
And she said, "I just don't like nobody to keep my kids." I said, "I can respect that."
Right.
Every song, she go back out and check on them, and the security was watching the van while she was outside.
I remember. I'll tell you what I remember. When they cleared the club, that floor slanted. I don't know if
Yes,
you
it
remember
did.
that. Do you remember
Yes,
that?
it did,
That
yeah.
fucking floor slanted, man.
Lima,
you would start up
Ohio.
here and end down. Yeah. And only thing I remember about Lima, Ohio, shout out to Lima, Ohio, it's where John Dillinger escaped from one of his jails. When he made the wooden gun and fake out of soap or whatever.
Yeah,
it was in
absolutely.
Lima. Because everyone
Lima,
was
Ohio.
Lima. Shout out to Andrew Ford. But he was one of the Ohio promoters, took us around. But yeah, I remember that's the first time I toured with you, man.
Andrew was cheap, though. He was cheaper than Chitlin was in 1936. Come on, man.
One day he asked me, when I went to dinner or lunch out here in LA, he took me to lunch. He said, "Why all these comics don't like me, man? I done so much for them." I said, "You're cheap, Andrew. You're terrible." We went to get something to eat at a Thai restaurant. I ordered that and a salad came. He's like, "Got the salad too?" I said, "Nigga, salad come with it, brother."
Yeah.
He almost didn't want me to have the salad. I was like, "Yeah, you crazy?"
It's one thing I didn't like about Andrew, and I want him to know this, so I hope you see this. I hope you see this. I used to go up and headline the club. You used to headline the club. As soon as I get through, I do 45 to 50 minutes. He would come back on stage and say, "Y'all give it up for Bruce. Y'all want him to come back up here and do some more time?" And that's something I never did like because you're not paying for no more time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to shoot him down. No, I can't do it. Do you remember the time we went to Killeen, Texas?
Come on now.
It was me, you, Terry Tuff.
Terry Tuff.
And you remember that?
Shout out to Terry
And
Tuff.
they had a Japanese DJ. Do you remember that at that club? It was a Japanese DJ, and he said, "Last call for alcohol."
Oh,
He was
really?
Japanese, but he was playing "Get Off." You remember the song "Get Off"?
Get Off, yeah, by Foxy.
Oh, he was getting down. I'm like,
Right.
this dude from Japan? But he was a bad dude. We was in Killeen, Texas.
I was born in Killeen, Texas.
Were you really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
service.
Yeah.
Fort Hood, Killeen, Texas.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. Fort Hood.
All right. So then you're doing comedy, right? What was you doing before you started doing comedy?
I used to work for Frito-Lay potato chip. I stopped cooking. I used to work for Frito-Lay. I used to sell a bag and eat 3 bags.
Hell no.
Yeah, coming up short every month.
You could be a drug dealer.
I said,
you
God
can't
damn
get
it,
high on your own
somebody
supply.
is stealing from me. And I'd be damned if I wasn't stealing from myself. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you remember this, Pierre, but you used to come from LA and come do the Comedy Act Theater back on Peachtree and 8th, and it used to be a Frito-Lay truck parked outside. And I don't know if you remember that, but that was me.
Hell no.
I was parked outside, and Don Curry used to get on stage and say, "I don't know who in the hell driving that potato chip truck out there. They gonna fire your ass. They catch you out." I used to drive. I didn't have a car. My car, my car was broke. It needed an engine in it, and we kept our trucks at home at the time. And I drove that bad boy down to the Comedy Act.
Can you remember your first time on stage?
I do. I remember I was at the Comedy Act Theater, my first time doing amateur night, and there was a comedian there, and I'm gonna call him out because I want him to know this. I don't know how he's doing, but he never liked me. The day he put his eyes on me, he didn't like me. He was very good. He was one of the best hosts I ever seen. He was quick. He was witty. His name was Chris Charles.
Oh yeah, I remember
And
Chris Charles.
Chris Charles, he never ever liked me, but. So every week I used to go down to get on amateur night.
Sure.
And we signed the list. I know you remember this. 10 comedians go up, do 5 minutes each, and then they bring the feature and the host in.
There it is.
They do 5 minutes. Say, hey, we'll be here all weekend. They done Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Come on now.
Because the club was closed on Sundays and Mondays. So I go sign the list on 4, on level 3. He never would put me up. He always skip over me. He did this for like 4 or 5 months. And I'm coming down there. So I'm like, hey, man. I went to him first. I said, look, why don't you ever put me up? I signed this. Yeah, man, everybody signed it. He just brushed me off.
Sure.
So I said, look, man, before I tell the man on you, we going to work this out or what? I said, because I'm going to go tell Gary and Michael Williams what's going on. Because they kept saying, why you didn't go up? I said, your boy won't put me up. So let me tell you what he did, man. One Tuesday, 10 comedians went up, did 5 minutes each. Same comedians every week. They ripped it. They brought the feature and the headline in. And the headliner was Rory Flynn.
Wow.
You remember Rory?
He wear that helmet.
Yeah. And I think
shout out to Rory Flynn.
Yeah, Rory Flynn. He moved to Africa, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So it was Rory Flynn, and I think the feature was Jamie Foxx, and he put them up, and they ripped it. And so the show's getting ready, everybody ready to get up, and I go to him. I said, Chris, what's up? You didn't put me up. He's y'all, hold on. He said, look, we got this other dude coming up. He been trying to go up every week. Fat motherfucker got honey buns in his pocket,
Right,
and I'm like, whoa, And Chris was very quick. He was very funny. And he always joned everybody, but nobody never joned him back. You know what I'm saying? So I went up. I said, Chris, that's real fucked up the way you brought me up, man. I said, you brought me up after the feature and the headline.
Right.
I said, well, you call yourself the chocolate hippie. I said, but where I'm from, you like a chocolate sissy. You know what I'm saying? The crowd go like,
hold up now.
whoa, because I'm the only one that ever joined him back. So he tried to run back to the stage. I said, hold it, I don't have but 5 minutes. I said, let me finish my 5 minutes and we'll talk about it later. I did my thing, man, and 5 minutes, it was very good. The 5 minutes was good. And when I come on stage, he came to talk to me and said, man, I just want to tell you, you're really funny. You're very funny. I said, man, let's clear something up. I said, you don't like me and I don't like you. I said, I don't need you to tell me that I'm funny. The only thing I want you to do is be a man. When I come sign the list on Tuesday night, just put me up. That's all I ask. Yeah, man, whatever. But he was a piece of work, man.
Yeah, he was a piece of work. I'll be honest. Yeah. I never had a problem, but that don't mean he's not a piece of work.
Right.
I saw how he had the girls or the ladies like he didn't want nothing to interrupt
he's a good-looking guy.
Right. He didn't want nothing to interrupt that. And I think today he would apologize for some way he acted because he was a little funny.
I put them hands on.
I know the Paul's look. I talk to a lot now. Good guy, Rex Garvin.
Cold Funk.
Yeah, Cold Funk.
Yeah,
that boy, you know that. Yeah,
he live in Denver.
Yep. He about to move back to Atlanta.
Have you moved back?
No, he's about to, like any day now.
My man,
so,
Cold Funk. Rex was the man back in the day.
He had a beard before niggas had beards.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Rex, very neat beard. And Rex used to come up with a full jumpsuit, platform shoes, mirror shades, 8-track in his pocket.
Come on now.
Little Debbie cake in his pocket. Winn-Dixie check sodas in his pocket. And in his other pocket right here, he had 4 chicken wings in aluminum foil. Rex was the man.
Yeah, he was cold.
Oh my God.
He was cold.
He went by Cold Funk.
Cold Funk, exactly.
Yeah.
So when you were doing comedy here, at one point I remember you had Bruce, You were just about this. You had a girlfriend named Small Fry.
Yeah. Used to date Small Fry back in the day.
Small Fry big as this
yeah, people couldn't believe it, man.
I couldn't believe it either.
I couldn't believe it, man, but she was absolutely outstanding.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I mean, she was absolutely wonderful.
I was like, how? Small Fry is about 5 feet, 110 pounds.
110 pounds. And she was attracted
and
to big men.
Y'all dated for a long time.
Long time. She was attracted to big men. And Small Fry was something serious, man.
Right. She was
something serious. Yeah, You know, one thing I liked about Small Fry, and this is one of the main things I liked about her, she was very spontaneous. You know, she might go in Dunkin' Donuts and say, hey, come in the bathroom. Like, what?
Damn.
And then you go in the bathroom.
Right.
Bam!
Right.
You walk out smiling. I like that. You want a donut? Yeah. So I mean, she was cool.
She's cool people.
She was a lot of energy, man. And I tell any man that ever dated her, you better have some energy because she's.
And she had a fine body.
She was banging. She was an athlete, actually.
That's what it was. I could tell.
She was an athlete. She loved basketball. She's from Drew, Mississippi.
Yeah, she had a country accent.
Oh my God, there was nothing in Drew, Mississippi, but one red light.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where you snatched her from.
That's
you brought her back there.
Yeah. She was in Atlanta. She came to Atlanta.
Yeah. But no, I remember seeing y'all two together. Like, what's going on here?
What is going on?
Yeah. Are you mentoring her, man, or what?
I did. I wrote for her, and you know, she had that innocent look.
Yeah.
You know, so I used to write little stuff for her, like this one joke I wrote for her, and she said, I was in my mama's station wagon getting some gas, right? And she said, this dude rode up on me and said, hey, shouted, why don't you holler at a nigga? Like that. And she go, like that. You remember that?
I remember that.
And I used to write that little silly stuff for her because she looked so innocent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And she's doing Christian comedy now.
Right.
Very well. Guess who I talked to the other day?
Who?
You're not going to believe this.
You've been hearing all the buzz around the country about this. You smell good all the time. Yeah, well, I wouldn't. What do I need to smell like? Who wants to smell like a nigga playing basketball? You know what I'm saying? Let me open the package and see what this is about. Boo-doo, bite out. You see what it is? Boom, boom, boom. Somebody can say, well, I can use any razor to do that. No, this is a softer, bro. Trust me. The Lawnmower 4.0. Trust me, this thing right here is much better than what I've used to. You don't want to use a Bic on your dick, okay? You want your shit. That's what you don't want. Look, I'm gonna tell you a little thing. The more hair you shave off your shaft, the bigger your thing look, okay? It sounds smooth sound. It don't even sound fearful. The weed whacker, ear and nose thing. This product right here. So let me tell you, if you're over 40, your nose and your ears, hair start growing out of there. And I have used it, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I used to use my regular clippers. How you clip your hair and stuff, the clippers, I try to dig in my ear a little bit. But this right here goes up in that joint. That's how it sounds. I thought it was gonna hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I sound electricity going through the thing. Yeah, man, you get all that little hair out there, man. You know, you don't want to like you 90 years old. Here you are 45 years old, look like twice your age. No, you wipe it off, clean it off, put it in your nose, get your nose hairs out. Cause ain't nothing worse than that one nose hair hanging, dangling on that one hair, and that will pop out. Every time you talk and breathe. So what you doing? So you been up to anything lately? And all people can see is that nose hair. Trust me, or it's dangling from that nose hair. Trust me. Get this right here, man. I'm being honest with y'all. I've had products. I've never had something like this before. Manscaped Crop Reliever. So after you shave your thing, it's just a little spray. Ooh, it smells good too. And you don't want to put no alcohol on you. You know, put the alcohol on your joint. You won't do. Ball deodorant, but it comes out like a lotion. If I lose the lotion, I might not need to go out on a date. And trust me, your girl gonna like it too. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to go down there and you Willie the Force, okay? She ain't no landscaper. You the landscaper, okay? Fellas, you the landscaper. So you landscape your thing, man. Get it clean and shaved right. And you be surprised, man, what she gonna do tonight, okay? Go to manscaped.com. Put in the discount code PANIC, bam, like you see, say PANIC right here, and get 20% off and free shipping and handling. Come on now. You're getting the Performance 4.0 package, y'all. I ain't lying to you, man. Get this right here. This is going to save you, man. We got to clean America up. And let's start off with your region down there, okay? Your ball sack area. Let's start cleaning up with that. Holla at your boy. I'll see you around with you being clean. I don't need to see you clean, but I'm going to take your word, all right? Manscaped.com.
I was in a key where they make keys, and this lady said, I know you. She said, my friend used to do comedy with you. And I said, she said, Chocolate.
Oh, Chocolate, yeah.
Chocolate. She moved back to North Carolina. She's from Gastonia, but she moved to Raleigh.
Hey, she
and
was
she
was
put on the
Christian,
phone,
yeah.
and I say, hey, how you doing? She said, who is this? Like that. I said, it's Bruce Willis. She said, what's up, baby? Like that. But Chocolate was cool.
She was one of the, I'm not saying it the wrong way, people change shit, but Chocolate Sister, she was one of the beautifulest dark-skinned women I've ever seen.
With the prettiest smile.
Teeth white, face angled perfectly, cheekbones, bop, bop, bam.
And she was actually super cool.
She looked like, what would you say, Lena Horne or somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Dark-skinned Lena Horne.
Oh, yeah. And the thing I like about Chocolate was she would just tell it. Like,
right.
If you're wrong, you're right.
Right.
I'm telling you, she used to tell Chris Charles, you're wrong, man.
Right, sure.
You didn't put your boy up, you're wrong. You didn't put him up.
Right.
And I used to like that about it. But
right.
she would raise some hell, too.
Now, I'm going to tell you what was wrong. 559.
Oh, my goodness.
Look, we used to have a thing, for those who don't know, we had a tour. We used to go, it was called Creative Tour.
Creative Tour.
So comedians would get together, like they would book comics, like 2 comics, whatever, and we'd go from Virginia,
it was from
all the
Richmond
way to the south, right,
to Norfolk,
right,
to
Norfolk,
Raleigh, to Greensboro.
Right, all the way to Atlanta. And he ran a club that was packed. I mean, you couldn't get them nigga in that fuck, okay? I thought it was Amistad a couple times and shit. I was like, damn, so many people in this damn thing. Packed. They had police out front. I've never been in a club where they had 4 or 5 police out front.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something about that room. The owner of the tour, what's his name?
Nate Smith.
No, not Nate Smith. But he wasn't the owner. Well,
Brad Greenberg.
Right, the Greenberg. Okay.
Brad Greenberg.
One else too. Now you make me think one else too.
Yeah.
When we ran to the club, the other shows, the headliner do 45 minutes.
Right.
They told us, nigga, just do 15.
Just 15. I told you that. If you can do 15,
what?
You're gonna get your money, regardless.
50, and let me tell you one time, funny. The first time I did it, my cousin T-Rex, he a comic too. He went on before me, and
I know T-Rex.
He did 8 minutes, baby. You know, they got on his ass and shit. Boo, nigga. It was just blended right next to you, in the back, right there by the bar, right straight.
Oh yeah.
Nigga looking at you like, shut the fuck. Now you gotta turn. Now they love.
Oh yeah.
They love every shit you said. As soon as you got off, and the next comic was, I did it, and let me tell you, I was supposed to do 15 minutes. I got to about 14:30, and I said, good night.
Good night.
I can see it about to change.
Have a great night.
Yeah, I see it about to change.
But see, the thing is, on Tuesday night at Club 559, it was nothing but hustlers, strippers, pimps, and you can come, the show didn't start till midnight, and you can get to the parking lot at 11:15, it's completely empty. 11:45, you can't get in the parking lot.
That was true.
And I've seen comedians come through there and rip it, and I have seen comedians come through there and die a great death, and there was a lot of them from up north, like New York and stuff. No, nothing against New York, but I say, look, this is how you approach the room. Do what I tell you to do. I promise you'll do well. Sure. And everybody, oh no, I did peppermints. I did peppermints loud. I said, brother, this is nothing like peppermints. I said, it's like to the 10th power. I said, so it's a comedian named Jay. He was from Jersey.
I love it.
Remember Jay?
Yeah, Jay.
And Jay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And Jay went up. Jay, so what should I do? Because Jay talked real fast, and so I told him what to do, and he ripped it. Okay. He ripped it, and he started talking about it. He said, I got an uncle, he from down south, he from North Carolina. He counted the money. He said 100, 200, 300. And when he did that, the crowd went crazy, man. But Jay, he ripped it, man. He did about 25 minutes. And Talent came through that one time and ripped it.
Really?
Yeah, Talent come through.
Yeah, well, Talent, they both very funny boys.
Yeah.
That room there, you just had to bring it. I mean, I'm
had
sorry,
to bring it. You had to bring
the
it.
pressure was ridiculous, and you did it so easily, and I was like, they loved you, and a lot of rappers came through there, man. I saw a lot of rappers come
Goody
through
Mob.
there.
I mean, we done had 8 Ball MJG come through there. Snoop came through there.
Wow.
Warren G.
Wow.
Everybody, because they do on the radio here in Atlanta from 610, Greg Street. Greg Street was like the man. Greg would bring him through there all the time. Greg was like, I used to do Greg every Tuesday.
Okay.
He'll let me come in at 8 o'clock and do radio from 8 to 10. He's off the air at 10 and promote the show. So I got to give big ups to Greg Street. Man,
oh yeah.
We talking about 25, 30 years ago, and Greg was just right there with me, and he was the man. And Greg Street is still the man.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing.
Yeah, he's still the man.
He's still doing it. I used to love like I said, coming in the 90s, it was just the hottest. 112, hang out at 112, man.
That was the
my boy
place.
DJ Cowboy.
DJ Cowboy.
DJ Cowboy, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just Atlanta had just a charm to it, man. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say to myself, to niggas that outside of this place came and destroyed it.
Oh yeah.
The people from Atlanta was cool as hell, and they got tired of being played and taken by these promoters and bullshit people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame. So you've seen it, and I would say about the about the Olympics, about 2000, about 96 Olympics.
Yeah, 96.
I started seeing it change a little bit.
Well, you know, it did change. You know, Atlanta used to have this thing called Freaknik.
Yeah. Ooh,
It was Freaknik that was the thing to do, the place to be. And 96 was probably the best year I've ever seen in my life. And I seen Club 559 make millions that weekend, just one weekend. And the city was just locked down. People were shipping cars from Detroit, California, Vegas, Florida. And it was just a thing to do. And I never forget, I got a call from the mayor. It was Bill Campbell here.
Okay.
And he called me and said, I need you to help me do something here. He said, because everybody listened to you. And help me with the Freaknik and kind of orchestrate everything. And I said, no problem. And we just kept everybody in line because it was crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean, I saw somebody humping on top of a truck.
You better believe
like a SUV and shit. No, going downtown. And then the white folks didn't like it anymore, and they started putting one-way streets all through the town.
Yes, they did.
And that's how I got really messed up. You know, it got jumbled around and stuff. You couldn't get around.
It
one
wasn't
way.
me humping. I wasn't doing that. It wasn't me. Probably.
That wasn't you.
Somebody looked like me.
Somebody was rocking that.
Yeah.
Somebody was rocking that thing.
But the craziest thing, I seen girls do so much crazy stuff, Freaknik. Like I seen 3 girls on the back of a pickup truck. Right now, the pickup truck, they're leaning over the bed of the truck, like the cab. They looking forward, and they got on long T-shirts with no panties on. So, you know, the brother's like, "Oh well, follow the truck, follow the truck," you know. And Joe got a video camera. Hey, baby, can I touch it? I don't know you like that. Oh, you got it with no drawers on. Let me touch it. And then, okay, when she said that, he got ready to touch it. About 50 guys' hands went up in her ass.
Oh yeah. You touch that ass.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Okay, so. What year did you host Comic View?
2001.
2001. 2001.
And I did 2002, and I also host BET Coming to the Stage. Remember, I did it right after Mark Curry. And Mark Curry did the first year, and I did the second year.
Did you? Okay, I remember. I only remember your year. But the point I was going to make is, when did you see your trajectory of your career really moving up? Like, what was the significance of something happening? You said, was it Def Jam? Was it what? Was something you said, boom, I'm
it was
up the
BET.
next level?
It was BET Coming View. Def Jam was excellent for me.
Right.
I did Def Jam, and I did it.
Who's the host when you did?
Joe Torre.
So
Joe Torre was the host.
Oh, one of those.
He was doing the whole year that time.
I see what you're saying.
And I think it was in '92.
90. No, because Martin did the first 2 years, then he did it. You're right. I'm correct you.
But and I did it. I came back out and did it with Arturo Shelton. You remember Arturo?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Arturo.
Yeah.
But he's from Detroit, and he was a singer, impressionist,
right.
And this dude played everything. He played piano,
right.
He played harmonica. This dude even tap dance. You know, he tap dance, he danced, and he used to come on stage and do the Temptations. Remember?
Right. Oh, sure.
And he would get people from the audience, and I came out and did the Temptations with him. He would get one white guy to do it, and he would say chicka boom, chicka boom.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the part the white guy did, and it made the show very, very good. Arturo Shelton, my man, rest in peace. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So because I remember you taking to another level around that time, about 2000.
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah.
You know, you started selling out theaters and so forth.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I was like, this is moving quick. Has there ever been a scenario, which I heard, now you can tell me the truth, and we can get into more
I'll
other
tell
stuff.
you the truth.
Yeah. Did you and Lavelle Crawford have beef?
No, never did. And let me tell you what happened. Mm-hmm. Somebody was saying some things that I said about Lavelle, and I didn't say it, and I never forget. I saw Lavelle, maybe we did the Shaq All-Star tour, and he was there, and I say, Lavelle's outside to see her. I said, have him to come in here. I was in my dressing room. This had to be about 10 years ago. And I said, Lavelle, I said, I need to talk to you. He said, what? I said, pull out your phone. He pulled out his phone. I said, put my number in. I gave him my number. I said, if you ever have a problem, just call me. I said, because everybody's saying I say this and say that. I said, I didn't. I said, I just want to clear that up. I said, call me. I said, matter of fact, when you call, I said, text me and leave me your number as well. And if you ever have a problem, you hear anything, just give me a call.
Right, wow.
I said, and ever since that, we was like,
Is it you think because both of y'all are big boys?
We're big guys.
And they figure like there's only gonna be one big guy, funny big guy.
People was confused. Are you Bruce?
Right.
Are you, I never had anybody say, are you Lavelle?
Right.
You know, I never had anybody. People would go, are you Bruce? And he gets pissed about it.
You gotta get upset about it.
Yeah.
But that's not your fault.
No, Lavelle was like one of the whinings, you know.
Yeah,
you know, the singing gospel.
That's
my boy.
Now, what other videos did you do?
I did. I did a video with Outkast called "So Fresh and So Clean," which was the video that really set it off. I'd never forget Pierre. My manager asked me, "Do you want to do this video with Outkast?" And I said, "Let me ask you something. because he's lily white. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm about to say.
And I said,
okay.
do you know who Outkast is?
Right.
And he said, no. I say, I would do this video for free.
Free. I heard that.
I say, let me tell you, they're gonna show it on 106 in Park about 60 times a day for the next 5 months. I said, so what do you think? And when I did that with them, they actually tried to pay me. I'm like, no, Outkast is my boy. But by me being not taking a payment, they put me in 2 movies. They put me in Idlewild. I was in Idlewild, and then I did another movie with him called Who's Your Caddy?
Who's Your Caddy?
Remember, I was the bookie.
Yep.
So that just come from just being real. I was their homeboy. I was like their big brother. They put me in the video, and So Fresh So Clean blew up.
Come on now.
I mean, it blew up, and it got me so much work. And that's how I got the movie The Wash. They saw me in So Fresh Clean, and DJ Pooh called me and say, I want that dude to be in The Wash. And I played the security guard. You was in The Wash with me.
I'll talk about that one second.
You was in that with the
One
girl.
thing I like also about Atlanta, I felt like you guys helped each other out.
Oh, that's where it is.
I'm from D.C. They don't help each other out like that, okay?
Yeah, that's what we do.
A lot of cities don't play. Chicago, my favorite complaints. But Atlanta, I felt like the rappers helped the other comedians out, and the R&B singers. They put each other in stuff.
Well, when I'm in town, if I do the State Farms Arena here in Atlanta, which is right around the corner here, if I do that, I have rappers call me, like Cujo Goody, my main man, Gip. They like, hey man, want to come to the show? Can you put us down? Of course I can.
Sure.
I mean, we homeboys, you know what I'm saying?
Go.
So
That's
whatever
beautiful.
you want. And whenever they hear or they do something, I've been out of town in other cities and called them, and they like, we got you.
Right, good
you know,
stuff.
so that's how we do things, man.
Good stuff. So that's how you got the wash. We go through the wash.
The Wash. When I played the security guard.
Of course, I remember that. And DJ Pooh is very funny. You know, very right. He helped write Friday with Ice Cube.
He did.
And I was around him. He put me. I went to audition for a part. Didn't get the part, but he's like, man, you're so funny. I need you in my movie. Can you just do something in my movie? I said,
DJ Pooh was a bad dude. Man. He was a bad dude, and he helped write Fridays, the first one, and the third one. He didn't do the second one. He did the third one,
okay, the
which
second
was
one.
oh my God.
Yeah,
the third one.
With Cat Williams and all them.
Oh yeah, Cat Williams. Cat Williams said you can lead a whole tour water player, but you can't make a thing. You dig what I'm saying?
So yeah. You enjoy acting?
Yes and no.
Okay.
You know, Pierre, you've been in there.
Sure.
The thing is when you act and you're not the top actor, you're sitting in that trailer and learning 3 lines, and you sit there for 8 hours, and then they say, okay, we're ready for you. And then you go out there and you're there for an hour and you go. You know, so yes and no. I love it. When you're at Denzel status, you know, and you do stuff like Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, action movies, because I like action and comedy together, and that's really good, and you get to do what you want to do, that's fun. But Denzel tells the director, I'm going to give it to you 4 different ways. So when you get that big, you can just tell the director how you're going to do it.
Right.
Because I get to you 4 different ways, you pick the way you want. So I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
So that's the man.
I tell you something else. Jack Nicholson, he says, you have 5 minutes to say action once I get on that set. You call me out my room, you have within 5 minutes to say action. So ain't no lighting and hold on. He said, when you walk out there, you better be ready.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you get that kind of status. Now I tell you what helps me out a little bit when I've done movies and I'm in the trailer. Because you're right, that trailer's just somebody's.
Oh yeah, man.
You're like, I'll either have people who want to do articles with me or come, write something on me or something like that. Been trying to get with me. I have them come on set and fucking, we'll sit and talk like we're doing now.
Cool.
Some article,
That's
that.
Cool.
Or I'll invite some friends, to come hang out. Everybody wants to hang out. But it's funny, people want to hang out for about an hour. And they're like, this is bullshit. This is boring as hell, man. I'm ready to get it's hot out here. This ain't fun. After you run to the craft services 2 or 3 times. They got jelly belly.
Then you're sweating.
Yeah.
As soon as you get on the set, you're sweating even more because you're nervous.
Right,
and then the makeup come and pat you down by 300 pounds.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes and no.
Sure.
It's good.
No.
It's good and yes and no. When you do a movie, you just better have some patience.
Right,
Be ready to spend all day there.
Right.
It's different than comedy. When we do comedy, we go stage, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever we do, bam, we out there, get the money, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Stand-up is always going to be your love. I know that, right? It's always going to be your love.
Yeah, it is.
It's funny, I was just talking recently to George Wallace, and I was telling him about, what I consider what real comics are. Just mine, a couple of comics you talk about it. Ones who always do comedy. I don't know if you're a true comedian if you blow up and stop.
That's true.
And I don't knock, and I'm going to tell you, the Jamie Foxxes, to the Eddie Murphys, to the Martin Lawrence, not to diss them, but you have other comics who are comics.
Right.
Dave Chappelle works no matter how much money he makes.
Yeah.
Chris Rock does, you know what I'm saying? Even
DL
Hughley works. You work, it's like, it's in our DNA, man, to get up and grab that
We love
microphone.
it. We love it. Like
You know?
George Wallace still do stand up.
Yeah, he does exactly.
George Wallace is
Yeah, right.
132 years old.
Damn.
Okay.
Man. Yeah, I know he's lying. I know he's lying. He's 70.
No, he's 132, man.
Yeah, right,
George
right,
was
at least
70
that.
when I met him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Okay.
That was 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you, since you love to do comedy, which I do too, and I'm talking to a comic here. What venue do you prefer more? A comedy club, arena, or theater?
Okay.
And we're talking about 300, 2,500, 3,000, 5,000, and then we have 15,000.
All right, let me say it like this.
All right.
The arenas and the theaters are easier because you go on stage for 20 minutes. You're not 20. Comedy clubs, you're doing multiple shows. You may do 2 shows a night, you know what I'm saying, sometimes 3.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I like about the comedy clubs, or it keeps you on your toes. It's almost like boxing. You're like a boxer. When he's practicing, every time he's just practicing, every time he's just going at it, he gets better and better. So comedy clubs, I still do them because it keeps me on my toes, and I create more jokes,
Right.
more ad-libs on the stage. But
Yes.
then when I do a theater, it's like they think I'm the best in the world because I've been working out of these comedy clubs so long. So when I go to a theater, I hit them so hard, bam, 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 bam. But the money is easier when you do arena or a theater. You know, you one show, one night, bam, get your money, go. But I just did a club in last week in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Okay.
And it was called
Stress Factory?
Stress Factory.
All right, been there.
Yeah, and matter of fact, I saw your picture there.
Yeah, it's cozy. That's a cozy room.
But the room was excellent.
Rocking. Oh, come on.
my
Rocking.
Goodness.
I want to go back to Stress Factory.
Yeah, it was straight. And they got one in Connecticut now. He opened
Okay.
a new one in Connecticut, and I'm doing that one as well. But I've been booked up for the year, you know.
Why wouldn't you be?
Oh, yeah.
Going your Bruce
booked up for the year.
But here's my thing. I feel like you have to bring a different energy to the different levels.
You do?
Because I don't like to yell my jokes out. How y'all doing? You ever have
Yeah.
a girl walk up to you?
Yeah.
When you're a big old thing. It don't feel the same when you're in a comedy club full of 300 people. Sitting there, I can be like, you ever have a girl you walk by?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just feels different, especially for our audiences.
Exactly.
I can see people like Bill Maher's mother, Bill Burr with mother, which is very funny comic,
Yeah.
but they don't have to give the same screaming energy as when we do 15,000 or 10,000 or anything over 2,500. You got to raise that vocal
You got to
cord.
raise that voice, man.
And I just feel like sometimes it's bothersome to me because I don't think you get the essence of who I really am because I throw little jokes in there, I layer my jokes and so forth. And I feel like it got to be bigger.
It
now I
does.
have good shows on those shows because I know the game.
Right.
You got to be bigger. If a girl comes over your house, you're doing this, whatever you're doing animated wise, you got to do it bigger because you're throwing some people way in the back. Where if you're in a comedy club, if I bring that same amount of energy, I tear the whole place down.
Oh, yeah. It's
They're like,
more
whoa,
intimate.
shit.
It's more intimate in a comedy club.
Right.
Now, you know, Houston, you been to Houston Comedy Club, Improv?
Not a new one.
Okay, let me tell you. It seats 500 people.
Damn.
I just did it 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Did 7 shows.
Wow.
Sold out all 500. I mean,
Wow.
Houston coming out. And the thing I like
Love
about
it.
Houston, Texas, period, let's just say Texas,
Okay.
is the different cultures of people. You know, black, white, Latino, Asian, they all come out and they all get it. That's what comedians got to understand about comedy. Funny is funny. It don't matter what color you are, what your nationality is. If funny, people will laugh.
Right.
So I like that. Now, I mean, and then when your shows sell out, I got to Houston, it was already sold out. When it sold out like that,
Different energy.
it's different energy.
Yeah.
They buy everything you
Right.
want.
Sure.
T-shirts, whatever.
They
you
ready
got.
for you. They ready
And
for you.
They coming.
Yeah,
and,
before you came.
And so I'm the one. I still do pictures at the end of the show. They get a T-shirt. I take pictures with them.
Nice.
I still do that. So.
Nice. What about the different? Like you've been able to stay relevant, or you're selling out still. It's just
Yeah.
that you what 30 years in the game at least.
35.
35 years in the game.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself getting new audiences, like younger and younger?
I do.
people?
I now with social media, yes. At first, if you and I had social media 30 years ago, we'd be big as Eddie Murphy.
Sure.
You know, but the younger crowds are coming out now that they found out who I am. Because I have did other podcasts with other younger comedians, and
Right.
they went like, "Oh my God, who is this dude?"
Right.
And now they know who I am, and because they come out, the younger crowd, they come out to these younger comedians, and a lot of comedians been in this business for 25, 30 years. They get mad at the internet comedians,
Yeah.
and I don't think you should get mad. You got to understand they're winning. they're winning.
Right.
So if you can't beat them, join them.
Exactly. See the
Yeah.
formula. I've had Country Wayne on here a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I get any Desi Banks.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem sitting down with the young cats
Me neither.
because now, if respect is going both ways, I'm good with it.
Right.
You know, if you know
Right.
because, sure you can be hot right now, but we be hot 10 years now from now.
Right.
If you're not doing a solid joke or
If
trying
you're
to
not consistent.
One thing I liked about Country Wayne, he at one point they were trying to give him a lot more money. He said like $5,000 a show. He said I wasn't ready for that money yet.
Right.
He said my act wasn't ready for it, so he said
Right.
no to it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Until he got himself better and better, and now look how huge he is. And I know some guys who aren't they're huge, but their act ain't really that tight.
Right.
But the kids come and see him. Now
Right.
the thing I fear if you get more youngers like younger kids, do you feel like you swaying your act a little different?
I
Do
don't.
you feel that?
I don't change anything. Funny is funny. They're gonna love it. And the thing about Country Wayne, as you spoke, his social media is unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
I mean, this dude does video all day, every day, and is paying. And I did a show with him about maybe 5 years ago.
Oh,
He
wow.
was super nervous, and Lou Nail was on the show, and a few other comedians, and she got to talking about, he's an internet comedian. I said, Lou Nail, it's okay, baby, let him do his thing. And I went and talked to him. I said, hey, man, it's all right. Go do your thing. The people coming to see you. Don't worry about what nobody's saying about you. Do your thing, and he did. He did his thing, man. He got down too.
Right,
So,
right. Do you put that much energy, or can you still put that much energy into something that he does? He's filming all the time, like skits and all that. Do you do any of that kind
I
of stuff?
can do it all the time. I don't know if I can do it every day, all day. But
Right, I
he
get
does
that.
it every day, all day, and
Let me tell you-
he's winning.
Let me tell you how genius this boy is. Let me tell you how genius. He made it into a soap opera. There are scenes that he didn't got to be in.
Right.
People follow the characters.
That's right.
This
That's
bull
right.
ain't even in the scene.
That's right.
I'm like, Country Wayne, he was off the chain, bro. That was one of the smartest moves because it was Ro and Mike or something like that, and the kids and all that kind of stuff. He had them having problems. And it's crazy. I'm like, wow, man. That is
Because he got a lot of kids.
That's
man.
it. Well, damn, yeah, he told me.
He's got 8 or 9.
His pullout game is horrible.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Now he don't have a
Shit,
pull-out game.
yeah, that
He's
nigga-
staying there.
Shit. He can't pull in a parking space. Well,
Oh no,
he
no,
can't
no,
pull
no,
out
no,
that
no.
motherfucker.
But
okay?
he can afford it now.
Right,
He's
right.
doing very well. He's doing very well.
Right,
And
right.
he's clean. I think he does clean comedy.
Yeah, he does.
He don't use any profanity or anything like that. And I like him.
Well, let me say, like Country Wayne, doing clean. Have you ever thought about going in the alley to clean, or have you?
I started out clean.
Right.
And I can do clean. So whenever
You say you couldn't do clean?
I can.
Oh, you can,
Easy.
okay.
Whenever I have sometimes we get to colleges and stuff, and they're like, it needs to be a clean show. I'm like, cool. I have no problem with that.
Right.
But most comedians are like, oh, well, you should have told me because this ain't gonna be clean. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
I have no problem with it. I can do either or. And you need in this business, you got to be able to do either or.
Right, sure.
yeah,
I tell people I do what you pay me for.
That's right.
You tell me
That's right.
I've done church shows before. Don't even no sex, no nothing, I can do whatever. I used to do cruises. They have a clean show with
Yeah.
kids in front
Kids
of
in
them.
that, yeah.
I'll do whatever. I get this money. It's funny you said college. I don't know if you remember this because some guy recently, about 3 or 4 years ago, reminded me that me and you went to that college to perform. It was University of Ohio. It wasn't Ohio State. It was the University of Ohio. Me and you did that show at college one time.
Oh, my God.
And the dude, this had to be mid 90s, right? 94, 95.
Yeah.
Dude was like, I remember you and Bruce came to my college. And I actually remember, 'cause I actually dated this girl meeting her, there.
Yeah.
Well, she went to Ohio State. She came over there. That's what it
The
was. But
Ohio State.
Yeah, it wasn't that. Wow.
The Ohio State.
Wow. Any crazy things ever happened on tour? I can tell you some crazy stuff. Tour life has been something else.
The best crowd. I've been on many tours with
I know
Simone.
that's
I've been on
right.
tours with
Come on.
Mike Epps. I've been on tour with everybody. But Martin Lawrence tour was unbelievable. I mean,
The lit has
people love Martin Lawrence, man. And people don't know much about him, but he's really a quiet dude.
Yeah, I grew up with him.
He's
I
a
came up with him.
he's a very quiet dude. He sit back and he watch, and he know talent, and he know funny, but he laid back, and people don't know that about him.
Because he's wild on TV.
Right? Because on TV,
yeah.
he's Martin
The
Lawrence.
characters, yeah.
It's something light up in his head when the camera hit, And but I enjoyed his tour. We was doing 15,000 seaters, man. We go to Nashville on Friday, 15,000. Memphis on Saturday, 15,000. And I mean like clockwork, man. And he likes everybody to be there. The show started at 8. He needs you there at 7. He wanted everybody an hour before. showtime, and he wants to see everybody there. He starts on time and everything. The dude is amazing.
Well, yeah, and I'll give you that credit, and I'm gonna keep it with 1,000. I think he's fallen off stand-up comedy wise. You got mention, yeah, he's not the same because he don't work it like that, no more. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I saw a videotape. It kind of hurt me because I came up with Martin. I'm a Martin fan. I want to do well. You know what I'm saying?
I love Martin.
And he was in St. Louis somewhere, and he was doing his act, and the punchline was nothing. His whole story really wouldn't go nowhere. They started booing him. And he was like, "Yo, man, you can't boo me, y'all. Don't, come on, don't boo me, man. Come on, y'all." And people started clapping for him and stuff. He said, "I'm just trying to do my act, stuff." Right? So then he goes on. All right. So they go on. He does about another 2 or 3 minutes, and they ain't going nowhere. They boo. He's like, "Come on, bro." And I was thinking, wow, he reminded me of a lion that's wounded with some hyenas around that nigga. You used to be the man, motherfucker. You wouldn't have took that back in the days,
and
homie.
See, his day. When I used to watch Martin back in the day, he was very animated on stage.
Sure.
No, he was very animated. He would act it out like he would do, like he's crying, "Oh baby, oh." Mama crying. He just acted out. Martin was just like he is on TV.
Right.
And but
I think he's in the chill mode now. In his
yeah,
life.
he's in the chill mode.
Yeah, he's in the chill
mode.
mode.
You get to a certain age in your
sure.
life, Pierre. You have low tolerance for bullshit.
I agree
So
with that.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, stuff you used to you probably knock somebody in the mouth about. You be like, you know what?
Yeah, but that's off stage. We're talking about on stage because you still Bruce on stage. You know what I'm saying? You still got the same energy on stage. And damn it, I remember. You know what I'm saying? I just think you get money and it's not in your gut to do stand up anymore, and so you don't have the same energy to put out.
Yeah,
I thank him for bringing that tour up and bringing other comics.
Yeah.
Not me, but it's all good. It's all good. But other comics out, I appreciate him doing that. You know what I'm saying? Putting it up, giving people.
But let me ask you this, Pierre, and I know we're here talking.
Come on,
when
man.
you do auditions, like,
yeah.
are you nervous?
Hell yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever been in an audition and they go like, just be like you are on stage, and the script has nothing to do with nothing, like the script has nothing to do with comedy.
Right.
And they be like, just act like you're on stage. I'm like,
right.
This is a love scene.
Right,
I don't do a love scene on stage. Let me tell you, I went to an audition one time, and this comedian was in there auditioning, and I didn't even want to follow him on audition. Man, this dude was throwing himself up against the wall. He was choking himself, and they're in there screaming, laughing. I mean, he was falling all on the floor, and his name is J.B. Smooth.
I was about to say J.B. Smooth. I was about to say
J.B. Smooth.
Was it J.B. Smooth?
And I'm like, what the? I'm outside the door listening. Yeah. He's like, oh, God. Oh, he's choking himself. They're screaming, laughing. But you know what's crazy? He still didn't get the part.
What?
He still didn't get the part.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I walked in the audition. I said, I'm going to let you all know something right now. I am not finna choke myself.
That's fine.
I'm not finna throw myself on the floor. I'm not finna fall on my knees. I'm not finna do a backwards flip. I'm auditioning for this part, and I'm going to have a great day.
It's funny you say that. I did a movie called For the Love of Money. And so I got a lot of comedians. I put a lot of comedians in it. And I wrote a character. His name, what his name was, his nickname. I wrote his comic. I wrote his nickname. He's a gay comic, whatever. I want to be a flamboyant. I brought him into the audition. I said, all right, yo. He was just, he was so nervous. I was like, cut. Okay, just say the word. I was like, oh my God. I was sitting with my other people, because I like to put actors in next to, I do something that I think is nice. You're not going to have a casting director be like, so what the hell are you doing?
Right.
Fuck you, motherfucker. I'll kill you too.
Yes, I have.
I don't do that. I'll bring an actor in. Motherfucker, what you doing? I'll kill you too. I give you that because you're not gonna be in a scene with somebody like that.
Because the actors make you react
Come
to
on
what
now.
they're doing.
There's somebody, big time director and cast director does that shit, But so I had somebody read next to him, and I was like, It got to the point. I just came outside the room. I said, what's wrong? He said, nothing. I was like, God damn, dude, I said, dude, do this. Go in there, fuck the script, just talk. Just whatever we say, just say back to him however you say it. I brought him in, and he still couldn't be him. And some people can't be themselves once they're in front of what's the name. I noticed that, And he always talking about, I gave it to another guy who was funny, the gay character, Click, I forgot what the name of the character was. But he said, the actual gay guy comic, he was like, you gave my part away. I was like, no, you lost your part, nigga. All you had to open your mouth and just talk. I told you, come back in the room, just speak. Just don't give a fuck what you said. But yeah, when they say that, can you be yourself?
Oh yeah, I can be myself. I'll tell you why I have did this before. Now this may sound crazy. Mm-hmm. I have walked in auditions, and I can feel the vibe, and they're just looking, and I would say this. I say, am I really auditioning, or you doing a favor for somebody?
Ooh.
And all you have to do is pay attention. They look at each other. I said, I'm doing a favor, right? You already done gave the part away.
Right, sure.
You know what I'm saying? You done gave the part away, so you just try to make my agents them think that they're doing their jobs.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I'll tell you part of a movie. So I do a movie. I know a movie's being casted. They tell me who already got the part. I was like, all right, good. And I get the script a couple days later. What's this? And he's like, what you read for this part? I said, no, I heard it's cast already. The director already picked who he wanted. He's like, oh, no. I didn't want to read the whole script. I was like, I don't want to read this whole damn script. I ain't already cast it. But I did my job. I read the whole script, got my sides. Sides are a couple pages that go on, you're going to do for a movie, a little scene. I go in the audition, and I kill the audition, okay? They bring me back again, and I kill it again. In fact, I kill it again. The director was there, but the producer wasn't there, okay? I'm going to tell you what it was. And I go out the hallway because I had to pee. And one guy was from New York. Somebody's like, man, I got to go. I can't be staying because we were waiting for the producer. They were trying to get the producer to come in,
right?
But he didn't want to see nobody because he wanted who he wanted,
right?
And so I go out there I did a movie for the love of money, and one of my executives or producers on the show was working on this project. I looked over, I could see the guy looking at me. I'm like, this motherfucker wanted to come in. I knew who wanted to come in. I'm like, why am I doing this? Whatever. And so I did it. Did it because we was waiting for him. I did it, and nothing happened. The next Monday, I was at the Laugh Factory. What's that Monday night thing? Improv. Some girl said, "You are funny as hell. You killed it a couple days ago." I didn't know what she talking about. I'm like, what, comedy, whatever. She said, "We were looking at the tapes of blah blah blah." And the movie was next Friday. Ice Cube wanted Mike Epps. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, a guy named Steve Carr was the director. Look it up, Steve Carr. And I was like, why am I in this motherfucker when y'all got told, And then. Because they all came out to see Mike Epps at the Comedy Store on Black Night on Tuesday, Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
And he ripped it, And I said Mike Epps was great in the part, I don't have a problem with it. He killed Day, you know what I'm saying? But I just felt like saying, like, a favor, like, well, why are you bringing me in? And this is why they bring sometimes in. Because something might happen to Mike Epps right before we start filming. And they want to be like, oh, let's get this other person. Because I lost that. I don't mind telling you, I lost Jackie Brown. I was in a movie called, I almost had it too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I auditioned for Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Nice.
With JB.
My favorite.
And one thing I respect about Larry David, this is what I respect about him.
Okay.
I went and auditioned for the part, and we walked in the room. I walked in the room, and he said, I just want you to come off your head, whatever you say. Like that. That was the audition. I'm like, oh, this is about. So, and I walked in, everybody on the show, they was sitting there, and he says, so Bruce, I invite you to my house, and you take a dump in my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, I had to use the bathroom. I said, and the thing about it, I said, you didn't have no toilet paper in there. I said, what dude have a mansion and don't have toilet paper in the bathroom? You know what I'm saying? And he bust out laughing. And when I got through the audition, he said, I'm going to be honest with you. He said, we love you. He said, but we're going to pick JB. He said, I wanted you to know that before you go back to your apartment and you be twirling your thumbs and everything. Nice. And I say, I can respect that.
Sure.
I say, I can respect that, and I say JB actually is a very good friend of mine, and I say tell him thumbs up to JB Smooth, you know what I'm saying? But he said we're gonna go with JB, because they didn't tell me right off. They let me step out and they talked about it, you know what I'm saying? Then they brought me back in, and I said okay, I'm cool, and I respect that, man. And now, I think JB was perfect.
He killed it.
Yeah.
Shout out to JB Smooth.
He was perfect.
He said that he was about to go back to New York. And kind of gave up L.A. and was moving.
Yeah.
Was on the plane. Was about to get on the plane.
Yeah.
About to go on the way to get the plane. And they called him and told him he has an audition. He's like, I don't even want to do it, like a later on audition.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I got a plane. I'm about to go back to New York, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm tired of L.A. And blah blah blah. The rest is history. He wouldn't get audition.
And that's the same with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was about to just give up, and,
really,
and it just popped.
I should have gave up.
And I told him, I say, Kevin said, Bruce, man, I don't know what's going on. I said, man, it's gonna pop for you, and it popped.
Yeah.
And look at him now.
Lavelle used to be pissed off a lot, but before he was angry for a long time before he got. I'm gonna say maybe he felt against you, but I'm not saying that. I don't know. Yeah. But I could feel his energy. He was mad because he was funny as hell. Was wondering why the break wasn't coming.
And he's funny now.
And now, oh yeah, without a doubt, he's a beast. Really a beast too, like both of y'all. But then he got the Last Comic Standing.
Yeah.
When that happened, that changed his whole career. But before that, he was frustrated, man. And I understand. And one thing I have a problem with that because it shows passion that you care enough that you want. I don't like people say, "Well, you frustrated for nigga," because I want this.
Well, people got to understand though about any business, it just don't happen on your time. It happens when it happens. And a lot of people think that they're better than other comedians, and
sure.
And you're probably right.
Right.
But casting directors and people see it differently. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to keep doing it, man. You have to keep grinding.
Were you ever offered a Netflix special?
Yeah. They kind of want me to do something first of the year, so I'm putting some stuff together now. I want to do another. Last DVD I did was 12 years ago, and let me tell you what's crazy about it. It was called, I did it, my mother passed, and I buried my mother Monday, and I did my DVD that Friday.
Wow.
So I had to do it, and
Sure.
it was like, so much money involved, they can't cancel it, and and so I dedicated everything to her, and it went well, and it went very. I did it in Boston, at the Wilbur Theater.
Oh yeah,
Boston,
yeah, sure.
And it was called Losing It, and I had the way it was made. I was standing there with a suit on. I had like an inner tube around me, like I'm losing it. It was very good.
Oh wow, okay, really, yeah.
It's really good.
How you gonna approach this new one?
I got to make it my own. I got to pull up in one of my cars, and I got to.
Where you want to shoot it at?
I don't care, but I want to go to a city that's really hungry, and really enjoy comedy. Houston is a good city.
Okay.
Houston is a very good city. Memphis is a good city.
Yep. Chuckle, shout out to Chuckle.
Yeah. Dallas.
Oh,
I mean, it's
man.
so many places that we can go.
Chicago.
Oh my God.
I've never had a bad show in Chicago.
Oh,
Ever. I don't care if it's a
Chicago.
pizza show, I'm Pizza
That's right.
Hut, I'm doing a show.
Yeah,
Them Negroes they get jokes.
Oh yeah. Did you ever did the improv there?
No.
In Schaumburg?
I did for D-Ray one time.
Please do it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. D-Ray is so powerful in Chicago, man.
Yeah.
He does the Erie Crown Theater. He does a
New Year's
Friday,
Eve.
Saturday, Sunday, right?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, but he does 3 days, and he would go do Schaumburg the very next week.
Wow.
He's a beast, man.
I heard one time he did an improv in Dallas, one of the places that sold like 17 shows.
Oh yeah, he did that in Houston.
Shows.
He did it in
Houston.
Houston.
Good Lord.
He did Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Beast.
Yeah.
Beast. Now that's interesting. Have you seen any specials you've liked lately?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Pierre. I don't watch other comedians.
You don't watch?
I don't watch no comedian. I heard the Earthquake was really good.
Yeah, he did. That was a good one. Shout
The
out
guys
to
that work for
Earthquake.
me say
Yeah.
the 30-minute Dave Chappelle. I think Dave Chappelle was like the supporter. He financed it, and it was really, really good. And big ups to Earthquake. 'Cause
Yeah.
Earthquake is a monster.
Yeah.
know?
I think he's finally getting his due diligence.
He
Finally,
needs.
man,
He deserves it, man.
In a crossover section, the biggest. So yeah,
He's a good guy. And
he's a beast.
I like Tony Roberts too. I think Tony Roberts
yeah?
is a
He's
very
also
funny
funny.
dude, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of energy. A lot of energy. Shit, he's like a whirlwind.
I mean, a lot of energy.
Yeah,
This dude is amazing.
yeah. No. But I'm proud of you, man, to have been around and on top after all these years, brother. You know people I
still
know from
having
Comic
fun.
View fell off.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, I'm not down to knock them. TP Hearn. There's a lot of people that ain't doing what they doing like they used to. And
Yeah,
shit,
man.
You know what I'm
TP
saying? A lot
Hearn
of
was the man one time.
Hell yeah.
He was the man. I'm creating a show now. I want to do comedians that you never heard of. I want to do unknown comics that are really funny, because there's a lot of comedians out here that are really funny, but you don't know who they are. We know the superstars, we know the Bruce, we know the Pierres, we know the Lavelle Crawfords, we know the Arnez Jays, we know these guys. But what about the guys we don't know? I like to do a show, another comedy show, stand-up show, a 30-minute show of comedians you never heard of, but are funny.
Now, I've seen a lot of those specials on Netflix, and all of them ain't funny.
That's
so
right.
you are responsible, man. That you think you have an eye for comedy like that strong?
Oh yeah.
Because people be picky now. They be
yeah.
like, that nigga, she was, I don't know.
Oh, I like them. I can pick some out, man.
Now, when you say, like, unknown, let's say Atlanta. Atlanta got some very funny comics.
Very funny.
That, I don't know if you would say, because I'll tell you one of my favorite comics out here. There's a lot of comics I love, but like LeVar.
LeVar very funny.
Would you consider him unknown, or he's another? Is he one you would put on?
I would consider him an unknown, very funny comic.
Okay. So if it's
that's
that
kind
level,
I'm talking
I get
about.
okay.
At that
Oh,
level.
hell yeah!
Because I got 2 dudes that travel with me now. One is from Birmingham. One is from Austin, Texas. They monsters, man.
Nice.
One of them feature, one of them host. I mean, they are monsters on stage. And when I take them out, people go crazy.
Yeah.
They never heard of them, never saw them.
Right, sure.
But when they, Bruce in town, they coming out and they go like, oh my God, where you guys been? So that's the kind of comics I want to introduce to the
And I like the
world.
fact that you will get people who are really strong in front of you.
Oh, I love that, man.
Yeah, some people, be trying.
Oh yeah, they got somebody weak in front of them because they want to look.
Sometimes, yeah.
And you know something else I let them do? I let them sell merchandise.
That's nice.
Because see, what's for me is for me. I know comedians, you can't say that, brother. I'm selling everything. I know
Really?
Selling,
Yeah. You're right. They do that.
Yeah, they do that,
I don't
man,
have a
you
problem
know.
with that. I don't have a problem.
Me neither. I have no problem with that.
I might do something like I'm on that side. He can be on that side. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm on the stage. I do it from the stage.
Oh, okay.
And we sell T-shirts and take pictures, and they're out front and catching people coming out, and they do well. I got to do. He sells towels. It's just towels, face towels with his name on it, like a little character picture on it. $10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's been enlightening, brother. It's been like, I don't know, man. What would you give I hate this is what we're gonna say. Advice to these young cats, these upcoming. What would you tell to a comic who wants longevity? I don't care if it's even somebody that's not young, but somebody's been around for a while that's been frustrated. Some comics have been frustrated. I know. We both know.
The key thing is stay focused, stay consistent, and use your own material, not bits and pieces of other people's material. Because you can use somebody's material now. I know exactly where you got it from. Somebody used something. You know Pierre. That's Pierre's. He's been doing that for 25 years.
Right.
Pierre. Yeah, Pierre.
Yeah.
You know Pierre. So
yeah.
I let them know. I've stepped to comedians that did that, and I'm like, man, just do your own thing. You're funny. Create some stuff, and be your own and do your own. Yeah, if you ever listen to Ricky Smiley, you listen to Ricky Smiley in the morning on radio. He do this. He got this character to call in called B.N. Veneers, as a preacher that whistle when he talk. That's me. See, people don't know that, but that's me doing that.
Right.
B.N. Veneers, and it actually happened at a church. I went to a church and the preacher whistled when he talked, and I say, this dude is whistling when he talk, and the girl like, my pastor can preach. I say he can whistle.
Right.
So. Just make it your own and be your own, man, and no matter what you do on stage, because comedy have changed so much, back when in the 70s, early 70s, I used to listen to Richard Pryor and Red Fox. You had to listen, but now technology, you can, you got videos, you can see people jump around on stage, because, Arnaz J used to do a complete flip on stage, what I'm saying? And so just, if that's what you like to do it, but make it your own.
Yeah. But I think some of them need to stop.
Yeah, some of them need to stop.
Yeah, let's be real.
But what I'll also like to say, if whatever you're doing on social media and it's extremely funny, make sure you have more than that to get to the people when they come see you.
Oh, that's yeah.
The 3 minutes, 4 minutes you do on social media, cool. But when they come out to see you to do 30, 40 minutes, have something for the people.
Right. A lot of those young comics do sketches more than stand-up comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you ain't gonna do no sketch on stage. But I feel like sometimes though, these young kids are cool with seeing they idol up on stage just being goofy, talking goofy, not even like no real punchline. Because what I've noticed a lot of comics don't have punchlines. They have scenarios. They tell you that's funny.
They do.
It's not a punchline to the ending. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of internet comedians can't do a weekend. Like if they go to an improv or funny bone or they can't do the whole weekend. They can come in and do a Wednesday, one show. They do a Thursday, but I do 5 and 6 shows on the weekend, and sell them out. So,
but I've seen some B-level clubs will bring them for the whole weekend, knocking out a vet. And I know it's a business. Now I tell all the comics, it's a business. If you can't put them asses in the seat to buy them drinks, that club owner don't give two fucks. You can have a great act.
That's right.
And I would like for them to help promote an act that's not as popular but polished.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Over a young comic who's foolish. Because I like to see that art come back. I'm not knocking the young ones who do their thing, but I want them to get polished too.
Absolutely.
I want them to, because I love this art form. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you said, I can see a hacky comedian like, garbage they talking about, like it's stealing jokes or jokes from a white dude. I know I've been around too long,
Absolutely.
And it kind of, and people are laughing and dying. I'm like, it doesn't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People are like, you hating? I'm not hating. I just know what it really is. So I just ask those young cats, if they don't care, to really work on their act, man. Get funny. I want you to be funny. I want you to rock them places. That don't bother me none. But when you do that garbage and put it in there, and the club owners don't care, you know what I'm saying? It just sometimes makes me say, And I'll keep working on mine. I keep getting my podcasts out. I do my comedy hype, news. I'm active on social media, and I've seen how much it's helped me.
I remember years ago, Steve Harvey told me, he said, when people come out to see you, make sure you have something to give back. And he told me, I was dressed in Sean John, no, it was FUBU or Sean John or something. And he said, that's cool to travel in. He said, what you got on is cool when you're traveling. He said, but when you go on stage, he said, wear some suits. What's what I said? And that's what made me start wearing suits
That's what it
on
was.
stage. He said, when people come to you, have something to give back to them. And he's right.
Yeah, well, he has a point. And people have their own style. Like Eddie
Yeah.
Griffin doesn't wear suits, so
No.
why should he wear suits? But I get what Steve's saying. Be presentable.
Oh, yeah.
Don't like you just walked off the street. And especially just don't do that. But I say just don't do that. We all have our own way. But my thing is a comfortability factor too.
Yeah, and
You
it's
gotta be
changed.
comfortable
It's
with what
changed
you
now.
have.
Everybody now. I see Russell Simmons in a two-piece suit with
Tennis shoes.
tennis shoes,
Right. Sure.
white
Right. There we go. Right.
Adidas,
Sure.
and a zip-up shirt, zip-up golf shirt, and it looked good. So
Right.
whatever floats your boat and whatever,
Right.
because I'm not gonna come on stage with no biking pants on,
Whoa.
and it's not a bike in sight. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah. So some things you just don't do.
Okay, no, well, okay.
Yeah,
We
you feel me?
appreciate that.
Yes,
no
sir.
disrespect, but we
Shit,
appreciate
I
it. I
appreciate
won't
it. Yes,
wear
sir. I don't
biking
wanna see
shorts
it.
either. My tuck game ain't real. Ain't right. But no, okay, well, cool, man. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you,
Bruce,
man.
For
Appreciate
real,
it.
brother. It's cool for your fans to hear you in different ways. I'm always trying to sell something, which is,
Yeah.
when you're on the radio, you got blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. But I really enjoyed, man. I learned a lot. I enjoy hanging with you, man, coming up in the game with you, brother. You know
I
what I'm
appreciate
saying?
you calling me. You text me and say, Bruce, is this still you?
Yeah.
And I was actually sleeping. I got up the next day and I say, this is me, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I text you like about 8 months ago, and you didn't hit me back. So that's why I asked, is it you? You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's you. Now, what we do, talking about social media, we go on YouTube, or your Instagram page, and we, search and see what you got going on there. And we want to discuss some of the stuff you may have posted before.
Yeah.
Like that right there.
Oh, yeah, that's me, man. 11th
What
grade.
was this?
That was the 11th grade right there, bro. See, I told you I wasn't always a big guy. See what
Look
I'm
at
saying?
you, man.
11th grade. I was a sex symbol.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
I know
What?
that's right.
Oh, man.
This is all right.
And let me tell you, man, I used to talk so much junk to girls. Back
see
then. And I was so scared of them, I didn't know what to do.
Really?
If a girl called me out, I ball up in a knot.
Hell
You know what I'm saying?
no.
But I was in 11th
But
grade.
you're a
right
dashing
now.
young man there. Look like
Yeah,
a young
man.
Denzel Washington right there.
Yeah,
Or Cuba
Denzel.
Gooding Jr., one of them.
Yeah, man. I'm going to get back down to that size.
Man,
one day.
hush up, man. You feel like we love you like that. All right, let me see another picture we're going to
Let
have.
me see another one.
Whoa, okay. Now this is Waffle House?
That's a Waffle House shirt. Good
That's a-
jokes fast.
Okay,
Waffle
okay.
House got a slogan, good food fast.
Right.
Good jokes fast.
Right. Good jokes fast.
Because my comedy is, it's
Oh,
almost
it is.
like a
Oh, no,
like
it
a
is.
machine gun.
No,
you
it
know?
is. It
Yeah.
is. All right. Because like I said, we don't just do one. We got one more picture. But this is when, this is the one you sell as yourself.
That's 12 years ago. That's what I did my DVD in, Losing It.
That's what
Bruce,
you did?
Bruce, that's it. Yeah, 12 years ago. Yeah.
I love it. I love the energy, man. I appreciate the energy. So what we got a thing we call spin the wheel. All our guests spins the wheel. We all spin the wheel. So what it is we have a couple things on the wheel.
Okay.
Let me run it down a couple real quick to you. We have the biggest lie you ever told.
Okay.
Think about that biggest lie you ever. Something you want to get off your chest.
Okay.
You have something on your chest you want to get off. A celebrity crush call. That means I give you my cell phone, your phone, and you had to call somebody, and you tell us the name of the person, and we need to see how your macking game would be.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're acting right now. How your macking game is. So, how you lost your virginity? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Oh, it might fall on that. A real secret. Who you trade places with and why? And that's pretty much all we need to say. So let's get my crew doing a little rollathon. There you go. Come on, get ahead and spin that wheel as best you can, brother.
Okay. I'm going to spin this bad fella.
Okay,
You ready?
do what you do, brother. Let's do it. Let's just get out there. Woo! What is it on? What did it land on? Oh, I know what it landed on. How you lost your virginity?
How I lost my virginity was an old girl.
Okay, so that's what I do. I want you to give me at least a minute to a minute and a half. Paint the picture. How old were you? Where was it
Okay.
at? How was it? Let me feel the story. You're a storyteller.
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
Okay, pull that up on it. Pull up, yeah.
I'm going to tell you, man, how I lost my virginity, man.
Okay.
I was next door neighbor with this young lady, man. And
How old were you at the
I was
time?
about 11 or 12.
Damn!
And, oh, yeah, about 11 or 12.
The Bluff, that's right, the Bluff.
Yeah, from the Bluff. And this
Yeah.
girl was light-skinned. She was cute. She was about 17. You know what I'm saying? And all the boys, like 17, 18, 19, was trying to hit her, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And my mother, we was next door neighbors, and my mother said, I'm going downtown, and I want her to watch you while I go downtown, you know? I'm like, I don't want to go over there with her. I'm a 12-year-old boy. I want to go out there and play with the boys,
Right.
climb trees and stuff. She said, She said, you can tell I'm not gonna bother. Man, that girl, let me tell you something. That girl, what she did was just, I got to take a shower. Now, I could have stayed in my mother's apartment and waited till she took a shower. She waited till my mother left, took a shower, and walked out naked.
No.
Naked, man.
What were you doing? Were you sitting in the TV?
I'm sitting in the living room. I'm looking at TV, and what turned me on, I saw the hair.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
oh, bush for me.
Goodness. Yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Hell yeah.
And she said, what you looking at? You ain't never seen this before? I say, no, I never saw yours before, you know. But I'm talking like I have had sex before. I never had sex. I'm talking like big jump. I said, I never saw yours before. She said, come in here and I'll show it to you.
Wow.
And then, and she guided me. She coached me
thing,
through it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. She coached me through it and let me do it like a jackrabbit. You know, I'm going up there 150 miles an hour. She said, slow down. Slow down.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
It ain't a race.
So what I did after I got through, she said, now you can't tell nobody.
When you say you got through, something happened?
No.
Explosion?
No,
Oh,
no, I didn't. No.
You
But
just hope you got tired.
She told me, she said, you can't tell nobody I did this. You know, don't tell nobody. And she said, you cannot act like you're excited when your mother asks you to come over here. You know what I'm saying? Because if it changed, like, because every time I raised hell with my mother, I don't want to go over there with that girl. Why I got to go over there with her mom? I ain't got to stay here with this girl. I had to still say that same thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so I'm gonna let her keep you. And I'm thinking, did my mother set this shit up? Because it seemed like it was a setup from my mother. You know, with this girl, and we did it for a long time. And so what I did, I started telling all the guys on the corner. I said, y'all was trying to hit your girl and everything. I hit that thing. You know what I'm saying? You little lying motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm telling you, man. I did. And so one dude, he like, for real. You know, he like 18. He said, for real? She let you do it for real, man? And it's almost like he knew I was telling the truth, you know. I said, yeah, man. I said, he said, how was it? I said, I don't know. I just got up there and hit it. I said, I didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? He said, all right. And he said, I ain't gonna say nothing. He kept it a secret because other guy, man, I'm gonna tell that bitch by herself when I see her. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it and say, I'm gonna keep that between
How long was y'all doing it? I mean,
man.
a year,
about
6
a year,
months?
man. Oh,
wow.
my God, I was over that. So, Pierre, when I got a little older, when I was 15, 16, I got with a girl, I knew what to do. You know what I'm saying? And one girl told me, you done did this before. Like, I was laying it down. I was looking in the mirror and everything.
Hell no, man.
I was switching on. The girl said, you done did this before. I said, nah, this is my first time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had did it before. Yeah.
Right. Wow, okay, that's kind of great. I mean, real quick, I was in the hood. This girl told me to come over her house. Her brother was a football player. He was yoked up. I was about, 15 years old. She was 14. And I remember she laid on her, it was in the hood in D.C., and she laid on a reclining chair, and they had the screen door and the screen on. And I was so nervous. I was up there humping. I was looking back, and I was trying to, before I started humping, she had hair down there. I never seen hair. I had like 2 pews. Bing, boing, you know. Yeah. And I'm trying to put my shit in the hair, not underneath the hair. I'm banging out. This motherfucker hard. Yeah. She grabbed my shit and was like, a little lower, nigga. You know, and I put it in there. I was like,
this is wonderful.
Yeah, this is different here. Yeah. I was so nervous. I kept looking back at the door, humping, because I was scared he was going to come through the door. We was in the living room on the recliner, but yeah. Well, Bruce, I thank you so much for coming, brother.
Thank you,
brother. Man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I take pride in my friends who I bring on here, man, so I really appreciate that, brother. Before you leave, we're going to give you a little gift bag. There's a book behind you. I forgot to put it in there. That book, grab that book right there.
Right here?
Book. Yes, sir. You in that book, brother. Read that book. What that book say? What?
Hollywood. Oh, my God.
Read what that say?
Yeah, 100 homies. Are you serious?
My 100 homies and phonies of Hollywood. And you're in that book. But you know what? You're a homie. No, it's yours.
Oh, is this mine?
Yeah, it's yours. Yeah. Oh,
I'm gonna read this.
Bruce is up in there. So each chapter let you know which one. You can get on Amazon, too, if you want to get one. And here, check this out. I got a couple other gifts. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, look at them. Put them out. That card game, dope.
Oh,
the cup. That's what I always say on Comedy Hype. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. I always want people to put it in the comments.
Hang on.
Now that's a dope game. It's about black art, about black comedy, TV, movies, stand-up, whatever it is. You can play games with your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can get it on comedyhype.com/shop. It's right here on the screen. See, bang, you see right there. Yeah. So again, man, and playing with your friends, man. It's a great game. Thank you so much, Bruce, for having me, for coming on the show, bro. Real talk. Yo, thank y'all so much for watching another episode. It's a great episode. My man Bruce, he told me a lot of stuff y'all didn't know about. You know what I'm saying? Bruce did a lot of stuff. Again, every week we do that. If you like this show, hit the notification bell. or subscribe to it, man. You know, we need this, man. Put that comments in there. I love reading the comments, man, because, you know, a lot of times y'all help me, you know, get the show better and better. But again, thank you for when you see me in the street, you say, yo, P, I watch Pierre's Panic Room. I love your stuff. I appreciate it. I bring the vets. I bring the greats always on, man. Like I said, I do it for y'all. Thank you so much, and I will holler at y'all later.
Hey, this Bruce, man, and I survived Pierre's Panic Room. You believe that? Because, boy, it was off the chain. How about that?
Turn me up a little bit.
If you like that show, like, subscribe, and comment below. You know, hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button, man. We want you around. Appreciate it.